seekers. I offer spectacular runs through beautiful forests ripe for free riding. But the most breathtaking line of all, well, it's the one best experienced high up in the skies, as you soar through the air like a bird over a legendary chain of simply stunning mountain crests.
I have played a D20 modern game. That was. Where did you get a drone and who's piloting it? But it was an undead heavy campaign. It was decent fun. I always wanted to get into Mage, but alas, I haven't found anyone to run it. If I could live in a setting or a game that isn't a life simulator, I get Star Citizen maybe. Because space, when I just progress everything, progress technology that much. The mountains nice to talk to. Yes, they are. They're a great conversationalist. I am invincible. Yeah, that guy needs to go. I nearly just went to that guy's channel and advertised myself because I hate people who do that. Like, I understand that Twitch is a difficult place to maintain viewership. But people don't really consider how disrespectful it is, or they do and they don't care, to go into someone else's channel and advertise themselves or their friend and leave with zero context. And exactly, Ayami. Why would anyone? Oh, goddammit, I was reading chat. Goddamn mechanical lamb. Superheroes of various... Ah, I've heard of that. Like, I've heard of those kinds of campaigns. I never had a name for it. I'd never heard of superhero campaigns. I don't know, I feel like they can be neat, but I've always had a problem with playing superheroes. Well, I guess it depends on how you do it, because a lot of them in comics are, well, they're not invincible, but they might as well be, because the people, I mean, they're comic book characters. They need to survive in order to tell the stories, and they're not exactly put in realistic situations because comics. So it's really hard for me to get on board with a lot of the storylines and to really appreciate the character development that goes on. 24-hour Minecraft speedrun.
Miller and his crew are busy setting up their gear in the mountains, so he said he'd check in later. But his scouts tell me the 5 spots they
Don't care.
marked up there are perfect. They've loaded them with big jumps, so you'll be grabbing some serious air during the shoot.
And Rosen, you can die.
Miller wants to do it all in a single take. I know, but he's a big deal. The last movie he did, The Art of Shredding, huge. The kids can't get enough of him, and whenever he throws some up on YouTube, the numbers are colossal.
Well, that's neat.
And the writers get noticed. I hear Hollywood's been banging on his door, so this is an opportunity for you to gain some visibility and put that name of yours to something special.
I am a god, apparently. Also, the guy you hate. Thank you. I appreciate it. I guess. I don't know what you did for me to hate you, but note that I will never forgive you. Also, thank you. Nigel Dankberry. Favorite superhero? You're translating, I see. Probably Blank Man. It is indeed, Ninja. Well enough, Nigel Dankberry. How about you? Oh, I have made a huge mistake. Fuck it. That was not at all a good jump. Going in. Going in hot. Or I would if I could see. Here we go. Michael Jackson's This Is It. That was terrible. No, that was terrible. Redo. The Doomed. No Way Around Dying. That's neat. But let me clarify what I meant by what I said, though. It just feels like in a lot of superhero plots, there are very few stakes, and that always bugs me, because if that's the case, then it's really hard to be invested in the characters. Rather, not, I guess you can be invested in them, but you can't really connect with them a lot of the time, or I can't. Dead. 8 times over. That was, I'll take it. Well, that happened. Don't worry about it, BLT, it's fine. I have a condition. Do I like snakes? I don't mind them. I am very much aware that some of them can absolutely murder you. Is that why Blank Man's so popular? Even my thing with Blank Man, there's definitely a lot to his character, but at the end of the day, there's all this talk about him being an ordinary guy. He's not. He has so many resources at his disposal, and he is extremely intelligent and a master martial artist. He is not a regular person. He is very much separate. That said, he exists in our world. He uses it as a mask. Arguably, anyway. Also, oh God. Someone used... Oh, it was Envy. We used 5 bits. Thank you.
Ready for the extreme because GoPro caught your wants you.
Oh, dear.
They're calling breaking point. It's one of the toughest, most technical lines on the Agui. And it's going to test your skills in a squirrel suit like never before.
That is unnecessary envy. I don't mean to say that, Proud Hiddlestoner. Oh. Is that the name for Tom Hiddleston fans? Is that a name for Tom Hiddleston fans? I have not heard that before. But what I meant, rather, I didn't mean to say that I dislike superheroes on the whole or would think that a campaign involving them would be uninteresting, because I feel like a lot of, especially when you're playing them, the narrative there, rather the draw would be the moral choices, for me at least, that you would have to make. Like having that power and what to do with it. I think it can be really interesting, and that's a lot of what superhero stories are about, especially origins. So it could be fun to do. I've just always not really avoided, but I haven't really sought out information about campaigns like that because of my general not distaste, but, well, just flop. Uneasiness about superheroes on the whole. Out of all the MGS games, which do I deem the silliest? Oh, goodness. Well, Revengeance doesn't count because it's Metal Gear Rising. In terms of silly, either Peace Walker or there's a lot of silliness in Peace Walker, which comes with the territory of it being a portable game first, before the port. I would probably say MGS4, though, if that doesn't count. Naked Cartwheels were something. However, you still have things like the Love Box and Peace Walker. You have Johnny shitting in a barrel in MGS4. Not all of MGS4. You have the Mei Ling thing in MGS4. You have the guy with a literal exclamation point on the back of his head in MGS4. Drebin and that monkey, Little Gray. God, what else? Fucking Liquid Ocelot and his finger guns. There's a lot. Silly. Which MGS do I like? I like all of them but 5. Although, yeah, I'm going to stick by that. I like all of them but 5. I don't really like 5. I don't like the narrative in 5 much at all. I feel like they dropped the ball on it pretty handily, and it makes me sad. I would say that 3 is my favorite, though. Then MGS1. Snake Eater is kinda silly, yeah. And how did I wind up in a wingsuit? Things just happen to me. Strange things happen to those who drink or don't drink Wilkins. That's the edge of the map. The thong suit camo. Snake Eater is kind of silly. No, it has a lot of wackiness in it as well. I feel like MGS3 blended the silliness with the serious the best out of the series, though. Actually, no, I'll take that back because MGS1 did a very good job of it. There was also less in MGS1, though, because limitations and all that. Did I play any Legend of Zelda? I played Ocarina, and that was it. I played a bit of Majora's, but... What is this? Oh, just points, I think. I never finished Majora. I did not know I could do that. That is handy. Weather's client side. Have a good night, Cadmium. Good luck tomorrow. That was the easiest gold medal I've ever made in my life. MSX Metal Gear games. Those to me are unplayable. Like, I just can't anymore. Dead. It is not quiet, dude. I do not smoke. Granted, my parents, both of them, used to very heavily until they quit, I think within the past like 5 years. So on it, secondhand smoke may have something to do with it, but I do not smoke myself. But I've been told that I have very healthy vocal cords. Granted, that was not by a doctor, but by my voice and diction professor. Not prefecture. The irony of mispronouncing a word while talking about my voice and diction professor. Mighty Wolf Kenny. Sour gummies. I'd smoked sour gummies, don't tell Mash. Plays the Metal Gear. I do. I was saying the Metal Gear, like the original ones, the ones before Metal Gear Solid, those are unplayable. I don't really, like, I can't play those because they are just so dated. Favorite supervillain? I honestly don't know. Yeah, that's tough for me. Let me see. I'm trying to for me, a good villain is a villain that is easily relatable. And I'm trying to think of a villain like that. How did I like TwitchCon? It was a good time. Spent it with a bunch of great people. Dr. Horrible. I mean, if he counts as a villain, then sure, I'll take him as my favorite. No Fallen, long ride. I did it. Everyone can relate with Billy and E. Exactly. Dolores Umbridge. I don't know if I know who that is. Who is that? Oh, jeez. Umbridge is from Harry Potter. Ah. I've only seen up to Goblet. I have not read the books. I don't remember the films because that was a very long time ago. Well, who needs bones in 2016, soon to be 2017, which is astounding. Who do I like the most in MG? I think the boss is a contender. Ocelot is a contender because God, Ocelot's character, the shit he does. It's pretty impressive. Oh, it's that. Like everything he goes through to achieve his goal. Is that the was pretty fantastic. Olga, I really like Olga. Probably the character with the best intentions in MGS2. Ocelot is the only man you can say you aspire to be. I don't know if I would aspire to be Ocelot, but I really do appreciate his character. Oz or Strangelove. God, Paz was such a weird character for me. Because in Peace Walker, this won't work. Oh, I can't even flop. I'm gonna flop. In Peace Walker up until... Well, actually, I don't know if... I can change the ambiance. Tell me your secrets. On the map. You can do it on the map. Oh, you can. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. Have a good night, Commander. You know? Yeah, it's a safe. Oh. I can see this being... I can see myself getting a lot of mileage out of that. These are neat. But yeah, pause all the way up to the end of Peace Walker was there was no real closure with her transformation, the revelation, and then you jump into Ground Zeroes and you're supposed to, like, she didn't really redeem herself with me in Peace Walker, so it always struck me as odd. Alright, that's a thing I can do. That the player was supposed to care in Phantom Pain. That said, I really enjoyed what they did with her in Phantom Pain. That's probably the only thing about the narrative that I did enjoy. Also, that guy you hate, thank you for the 372, just because I felt like subbing wasn't enough. Been lurking for years and only really chat when I feel like it. Keep up the amazing work, boss, and make us proud. Less than 3. You were far too kind. Oh God. And you have... It's always, I always appreciate hearing that there are people who have been here for months or years who've just been watching and hanging out. And have a feeling that there are a lot of people out there who do that. People who just don't want to deal with chat, or people who can't watch live or anything like that. So to all of you, thank you. For sticking around. Good to have you, filthy fucker. And Christina. Need recognition on a daily basis. I know, you're so needy. Time to flop. Damn. Damn. Oh, no, it worked out. Fair enough, Meow Mix. Have a good night.